Last but not least, you know what time it is. It's rapid reaction. Whole lot of topics, little bit of time. The floor is yours, Jay.
All right, during an ESPN interview this week, Hall of Fame Dolphins quarterback Dan Marino said he hopes Bill Belichick is unable to surpass the career wins mark set by his old coach, the late Don Shula. What do you think of Marino's comments?
You know, loyalty over money, baby. I mean, it's a lot. Listen, we know that Dan Marino and Don Shula legacies are kind of tied together because what they built down in Miami. So I'm not surprised that he said that. I mean, what was he gonna say? Hey, Bill, go blow old Don record out the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect it. I get what Don, what Marino's saying. And listen, everybody that's from that era of Miami probably feels the same way about any record that they still hold. Don't break it. This is the only thing we living on. We gotta live on this time. Don't do it. So I can dig it. I got what Dan Marino going with that. The NFL plans to halt the use of race norming in a $1 billion suit of brain injury claims and review past scores for race bias. The binomial race damn, I messed that up. The binomial race norms, when used, assume that black patients start with a lower cognitive function than other patients. Oh, that's quite a mouthful. Are you glad race norming is being phased out of the NFL?
I, I'm so glad that you brought this to my attention. I had no idea what this was. And I try to be objective and like I know I've said I think we started earlier in this show. There's a lot of things that it seems like we live in a society today where just about everything is racist. I don't know how I don't I'd like to know how this stood for so long. This is the definition of racism. The like belief that one group of people um, has less brain function because of the color that they are. You know, I my I think we got to do you to call balls and strikes. I'm gonna I'm gonna call it like it is. Either way, this is racism, and good for them for getting rid of it. But I guess it took a year of social justice and like, oh, we do race norming? How is that norm? How did that become the norm? I'd like to know. Florida football coach Dan Mullen has received a 3-year contract extension that keeps him in Gainesville until 2026, and his new salary will be $7.6 million, and that's the fifth highest in the sport. Have you seen enough from Mullen to like this extension?
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna 3 year. Listen, I would be surprised if Mullins is there in the next two. He probably coached this season, and I think he gone to the NFL the season after. If he gets anything out of this Florida team that lost so much talent last year, and they're competitive, and they don't gotta even win the East because it should be Georgia's to win. But if he makes them competitive and they look good, and he whispers to another quarterback, he is out of here, folks. So I mean, listen. To answer your question, yes, I've seen enough, but I just don't think he's gonna work through this extension. I think he'll be in the NFL very, very soon. Packers coach Matt LaFleur does not know if quarterback Aaron Rodgers will show up for next week's mandatory minicamp, and second-year quarterback Jordan Love is currently taking the first-team reps. Do you see Rodgers showing up next week?
He ain't showing up unless Gutekunst get on the phone and bring in Julio Jones quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I don't see that happening. No, he won't be that next week. This is gonna drag on for a while. Duke men's basketball coach Mike Krzyzewski will retire after the 2021-22 season after 41 seasons and 5 national titles. What are your thoughts on this news,
Hey,
Drink?
I would say this, man. I don't know if it's coronavirus or what, but we see a lot of legends tipping on out, making their way up out of here. Um, and maybe it's because of the conditions, but I would say this. Listen, and I told you this before the show. God bless the guy that replaced Mike Krzyzewski. When you got a guy that was a pillar of a program for 41 seasons, like think about this. This program hasn't had to find a coach for 41 seasons, 5 national championships. It's gonna be hard on the guy to replace him. But hey, every good thing must come to an end at some point, and this is it for Duke basketball right now. They're gonna take a hiatus, but well deserved, and not to mention just the Duke basketball, we got to remember he was also the coach of men's basketball that won a gold medal and won a couple of other medals. So you got to put a little respect on him for that as well. On Tuesday, the St. Louis Cardinals placed ace right-hander Jack Flannery on 10-day IL with a left oblique strain. Big deal, little deal, or no deal?
Oh, that's a big deal. The guy's 8-1 so far with an ERA under 3, 6-7 strikeouts. I mean, that's a Cy Young pace. Cardinals are in the thick of the NL Central race. If he's only out for 10 days and misses 2 starts, I think they can get by with that. But if this turned into a real issue where he has to be out longer, could very well be a huge deal for them, because he's the ace of their staff and is having an absolutely fantastic season. Today, the rules for the Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul fight were released. We're going to have no judges, no official winner read out. Knockouts are legal up to the referee discretion. It's going to be no headgear. We got 12-ounce gloves and 8 3-minute rounds. Drink, is this a fight or is this something else?
Listen, if it wasn't for the fact that they're going to allow knockouts, I would be like, no, this is not a fight. I don't know what this is. This is more like a hopscotch tournament or something, like with boxing gloves. However, the fact that they will get to knock each other out and it's up to the referee discretion, that makes it a fight. It's not going to be anything official, so Floyd don't have to worry about his 50-0 record getting blemished. But he still would be in the court of public opinion, so he go and let Logan Paul gas him up a little bit, and he looked bad. Our eyes gonna see what we gonna see, so just let them know that. But it won't be official. But still should be entertaining. They're not gonna have on headgear, 12-ounce gloves. I like that. That's gonna make Paul work. And then the 8 3-minute rounds, I can live with it. I think it's gonna be a good exhibition because that's what it is. So we'll see how they go. After 3 seasons into a 5-year deal over $47 million, 49ers center Weston Richburg has announced his retirement from the NFL. Did this surprise you?
Initially it did, but he's had some real injury troubles lately. I think 2019 he missed 12 games with a concussion, and we just live in a day and age where we've seen NFL players hanging up a little early. And I think just because all the research has been done and guys just being more conscious of the risks of going out there and, subjecting your body to, just punishment over and over, especially in the trenches. I mean, this guy's a center, so, he's getting knocked around repeatedly. So initially surprised, but, after you take a step back and take a look, it's not that surprising at all. 0 NBA players tested positive for coronavirus out of 278 tests since May 26th, and that's consecutive weeks where the NBA has had 0 positive results. That's according to Shams Charania. Great news, right, Drake?
Yeah, listen. Anytime you hear something like this, 2 consecutive weeks, no positive tests, we're doing something right. At the end of the day, no matter how you feel about the NBA, no matter how you feel about COVID, no matter how you feel about the guy that reported it, we're doing something right because people not testing positive. So, you know what I'm saying? I applaud the NBA. Let's keep it rolling. Let's hope we can keep this up so everybody can get rid of masks, everybody go do however they want to do it, so we can get this thing back open so fans can stop acting a plum fool. I mean, they're going to act a fool, but a plum fool, maybe they'll tone it down a little bit. Last one tomorrow night, Game 6 in Portland with the Nuggets up 3-2 in the series. Who do you got, Jay?
Blazers, they're going to send this one to a Game 7. I gotta stick with them. I think they can send this one to 7. Damian Lillard's not done. I think he gets helped in Portland tomorrow, and we'll have a 7th game in this series. And that concludes tonight's Drink of Wisdom. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, listen, share, subscribe. We appreciate it all. I'm Jay Watts.
And I'm Nathan Drinking. And remember, make tomorrow better than today, and make today better than yesterday. And you know what we gonna do. We gonna holler at you until next time, baby.